Hey everybody, it's Frosty the Songman. It is March 7th, 2019. And today, born on this day, March 7th in 1944, Townes Van Zandt, an American singer-songwriter. And born on this day in 1945, Arthur Lee, a guitarist and songwriter for the band Love. And Love put out many good albums. My favorite was probably Forever Changes, released in 1967. Born on this day in 1945, also, I guess born on the same day as Arthur Lee, Chris White of the Zombies, born in Barnet, England. And Peter Wolf of the J. Giles Band was born 1946 in the Bronx, and his real name was actually Peter Blankfield, which I actually didn't know. And on this day in 1966, Brian Wilson released his first song as a solo Beach Boy. It was Caroline No. That was the name of the song. And so, all right, very short video today. I don't even want to play any of the music. You guys could go on YouTube easily, check it out. But I'm going to be doing a very, very, very quick review of Judas Priest, Firepower. I mainly wanted to just get it on your radar, because I thought it was a pretty cool album when I heard it, and it really impressed me. Because most of the time, when bands release albums that are from the 60s or 70s, and they're still releasing albums, I automatically say, all right, well, the new album's gonna suck. They can't hold a candle to what they were. You know, they can't compare to the great albums they put out. But I mean, this album definitely is reminiscent of the old albums, and I don't necessarily think they were trying to make it a nostalgic album. I think it just rocks. So Judas Priest has put out 6 albums in the 70s, around 8 in the 80s, a couple in the 90s, 2000s. So they've been, since the 70s, they've been steadily releasing albums, although most of their albums were released in the 70s and 80s. So, Firepower was released March 9th, 2018, which is almost exactly a year ago from today. Judas Priest is a band from West Midlands of England. They're from a town called West Bromwich, and they formed in 1969. They have sold over 50 million albums to date and are frequently rated as the greatest metal bands of all time. I'm not going to give you an exhaustive story of Judas Priest. You guys can look at documentaries on them. Again, the whole purpose of this video is just to get this album on your radar. It's pretty cool. I'd give it a listen. The whole album is on YouTube, or probably on the Judas Priest website too. All right, so they started recording this Firepower album in March of 2017, so a year before it was released. And it is the band's 18th studio album. It is produced by Tom Allom, who also produced their 1988 album Ram It Down, which actually didn't get great reviews compared to other Judas Priest albums, Ram It Down. Tom Allom also produced Black Sabbath, Def Leppard, Loverboy, and Rough Cut and Kicks. So this album was recorded, mixed, and mastered all in England. Richie Faulkner, the guitarist, described the songwriting for this album as free and relaxed, and he said a lot of the melodies for this album were written a long time ago. I listened to the whole album. Some that struck out is really cool songs: Lightning Strike, Evil Never Dies, Rising from Ruins, and Flamethrower. So yeah, I'm going to keep this very, very short. Yeah, 19... I'm such an old guy. 2018, March 2018, this album came out, Firepower, Judas Priest, and yeah, it's rocking. You would never, I think the singer actually got diagnosed with Parkinson's last year, so that's a very sad piece of news he received and we all received. So I hope him the best on the battling that and dealing with that. But so I don't know. Maybe he realized, hey, you know, my body's changing. let me put out one more, freaking awesome album. I don't know if that went through his head, or probably every album he tries to do the best he can. But this album, I think, really stands out as a really freaking in-your-face great metal album. So check it out. Firepower, Judas Priest, Frosty the Songman signing out.